This time I will discuss humanitarian and compassionate applications. H&C applications are for applicants who are physically in Canada and unfortunately have no other means of submitting an application for permanent resident status, or they are inadmissible. They don't qualify for any other ways to immigrate to Canada, and really this application should be used as the last resort for obtaining permanent resident status. So, why this should be the last resort? Humanitarian and compassionate means that you are appealing to an immigration officer to be compassionate towards your case. You came to Canada as a visitor, as a student, as a worker, and for whatever reason, you were not able to extend your legal status in Canada. It is important that you indicate to the officer that you came to Canada with high hopes. However, it did not materialize as you expected. You need to tell the officer your story and convince your application should be considered on humanitarian grounds. You need to tell what you have done to contribute to Canada. What is your establishment in Canada? Not only when you were in legal status, but when you ran out of status. That contribution does not necessarily need to be financial, even though that's a key component to demonstrate your establishment in Canada. How did you support yourself? How did you put food on the table? What kind of employment you had and what type of skill sets you have acquired during this time? I know many clients feel hesitant and concerned to disclose that they have worked illegally for their personal sake and for the protection of their employer for employing them without a work permit. Your H&C application will not be refused because that you worked illegally. It's one of the reasons why you are asking the officer to be compassionate. The other thing that you need to demonstrate to the officers is involvement in the community. How you are involved in the community and what kind of steps you took to integrate into Canadian society. Also, you will need to demonstrate your value to the community. Perhaps you attended church, and if you have family in Canada, close friends, and how close you are to your family. In an H&C application, you are given an opportunity to describe the hardships you have endured. You need to write your personal story, and a two-liner will not convince an immigration officer to be compassionate towards your case. You will also need to tell the officer why you cannot go back to your home country. Some of the reasons could be that you have no family, no friends, you don't have a job there, you don't speak the language, perhaps you are no longer accustomed to the culture and social norms of that country because you spent very many years in Canada. At the same time, you wish to demonstrate your ties to Canada, that this is your country, this is where you've been raised, or you see as your home country, or you have lived in this country for many years, regardless that you lived without legal status. Whatever factors you present, you need to support them with compelling and sufficient documentary evidence, such as letters from psychologists, therapists, employment letters, letters from church, community, family, friends, school, etc. You must understand that an application for permanent residence on humanitarian and compassionate grounds is an exceptional application wherein you need to convince the immigration officer that you would suffer if you were removed from Canada to your own country. For more detailed information, I invite you to refer to our website. If you have any questions about H&C applications, please contact us. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.